Hi, thanks for joining me. It's Friday the 16th of December and I'm here with a 2-card tarot reading. So I use my spirit animal cards on a Friday. I don't know why, I just think they can give us a nice message to go into the weekend with. So I hope you enjoy these too. If this is your first time here, please do like and subscribe. I did say I've nearly got 100 subscribers, I think, which is... I just started this back in October. I had no expectations, but I thought, well, wouldn't it be lovely? I've got 100 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm nearly there. So thank you to all of you that have taken the time to do that. And if you would like to subscribe, please join them. Okay, right. Well, 2 cards just came out together in my hand. So what have I got? Okay, I've got the Swan, and I've got the Scarab Beetle. Now what I'm finding more and more as I'm using these cards is obviously I know what a swan is, but I don't know the significance of a scarab beetle. So I'm going to have a little look at him in a second. But firstly, I would like to look at the swan. Now the swan is actually one of the major arcana in this pack. It's number 14. So in a normal tarot, if you'd like to call it that, that would be Temperance. What a clever way of using the swan, actually, because outstretched like in this picture look like angel wings, don't they? A swan. And Temperance, one of the words that has come in mind when I use that card is grace. Yeah, so I'm just thinking of a swan, how graceful they look gliding across the water. You don't see their feet kind of paddling underneath and what's really going on, do you? It's 2 very different stories actually, but this particular swan isn't in the water, it's flying. You don't often see swans flying really, do you? But they do. And it's quite a sight to see when they do, and there's more than one of them, because obviously being so big, you can't help but notice them. So why is this one Temperance, and why is Temperance coming in today, I'm wondering? Okay, well the swan is called the Angel of Alchemy here. So let's move away from the idea of Temperance and let's actually call this card what it is, the Angel of Alchemy. Alchemy, I feel, is obviously changing one thing to another, isn't it? It's not a practice we tend to do so much now, trying to turn things into gold, but we're always trying to change our lives into something better. And I feel that this card has come in because in some way, I feel, again, this is that portal that we're talking about over these few days. The 12-12 is recognising our accomplishments and what we've completed. And I feel this year has been a complete change. And this is, again, the recognition of that. Being a swan, I do feel there's that idea of, swans do seem very graceful, don't they? And they slow, and you can't help but feel a little bit calm when you're watching swans just gliding across the water. And I feel, again, that's the idea, because as I say, when you go, I'm rambling, but what I'm trying to say is, when you go and look at ducks on the water or swans on the water, you're going to nature to just be and just enjoy it. It's just a moment, isn't it? When we go walking, there's loads of swans near where we live and on the River Crouch, and you can't help but stop, can you? And just admire them and watch them. And I feel this is very much that message here of just taking a moment to be and to admire and to enjoy the life that you're currently seeing, finding pleasure in what you're currently seeing. I do feel this is drawing me to the idea of just living in the moment and taking time to just be very present. Obviously, that is an overall message of Temperance. But we spoke a few days ago about this when we were going through a pentacle phase, shall I say, earlier in the week, about the need to stop rushing from job to job, from change to change. Right, my life's changed. Okay, on I go. I'm guilty of that. Hands up, who else is? Never stopping to regroup, never stopping to think or just give yourself a moment. It's okay, right, I'll take this on now and I'll carry on with that. And I really feel this swan is telling us that this is now a period where we are just, as I say, it's a portal, it's a good few days before we move on to the next year. Let's not rush into that year like we perhaps have the last couple, because we were so keen to get them over and done with. Come on, let's get on with 2022, and we've kind of trudged through it. We're not going to do that this year. The Swan is reminding us to be a little bit more graceful, a little bit more slower, and just, take a breath and just enjoy it. So why is that accompanied with the very odd partnership today of the scarab beetle? Well, I look in my book, the 10 of branches, I say normal tarot, but that's linked to the wands, and you can see the wands are kind of combined. It's almost sitting on top of the 10 wands there, isn't he? Let's see what he's known for, because I don't know the scarab beetle. I don't know if it's a particular beetle that you get in America, or I say I've not seen that. I know we have stag beetles here, so whether or not that's the same thing. But let's have a look. The scarab beetle. Oh, okay. Encourages us to view our unique talents with an expansive perspective. Okay. How to move steadily through change. And again, it's that word of steadily, isn't it? The fact that he's sitting on top of those branches. I don't always like to refer to the books, because I feel that you can lose the messages that are trying to be downloaded into your head by your guides. But sometimes I feel, because these are particular animals, they've got a message to say. Beetles are very hardy, aren't they? They've got a very hard shell, and they just keep on, don't they? Which is, again, kind of the almost the opposite to this swan, isn't it? So maybe this is our choice. Maybe this is our choice as we move through this portal to the completion of this year and on to 2023. We can glide in a graceful way, like the swan, into 2023, and maybe look at new ways of doing things. Now we are this changed person that's had to adapt to a transformation in our lives. Or we can keep on like the beetle, can't we? And we can keep on with our burdens and our responsibilities, and not acknowledge that, we've got this unique talents and we can put them to use because we're scurrying through our days. I think if you look at these two cards, which would you rather be? The graceful swan that, people enjoy seeing and being with, or this kind of beetle that's just scurrying through life trying to get things done? Life is a journey. It's not all about just reaching the end goal, is it? And we do need to enjoy it a little bit more. So I do feel that that's why these two cards have come in, to remind us we have got good talents. That's what the beetle is saying. We've got unique talents. Don't let them get bogged down with the everyday and the scurrying that we tend to do. I feel that is what they're trying to say as a collective message, the two of them together. So I hope that helped for you. I will be back again tomorrow on Saturday with another reading. So please do join me then. Enjoy your Friday. Bye for now.